Hello and welcome to Nathan Plays Games. This is Secrets of Grindea. This is a beta, it's early access at the moment. I'm playing on Steam, but you can't buy it on Steam yet, you've got to buy it from their website. And as you can see there, I've completed about, 107% of it so far in just over 7 hours. And it's very, very good. I'm looking forward to future updates. And I can't wait to see where this game goes from here. So let's randomise ourselves a character. There we go. And name. So, because this isn't very long at the moment in its current state, I'd say I completed the story in about 4 hours, and then cleared up the side missions to take me to that 7 and a bit hours. So I'm just going to start from the beginning and do a little bit so you can see what it's like. So it's got a... The style is kind of the old school RPG, kind of Zelda-like, which I admittedly never played games like that at all when I was younger. Obviously I've seen videos and I've seen people play them, but never played them myself. But I saw this and I thought it looked fantastic, so I gave it a try, and it's so good. It's a little bit meta, which I'm not a huge fan of in this game specifically, because it doesn't need to be. Okay, so up here, it's the day of my test. I'm been training to become a collector, which is they're adventurers who go and collect things. Also, the game's called Secrets of Grindea, so there's lots of nods to the genre that this game resides in. Here we go. Got my inventory bag, who is magic and also sort of alive. Okay. I need to get my shield and my sword, so I need to go to a storage cave, and Jonathan borrowed my sword. Okay, I've been playing arcade mode, which I might show a little bit of, so it's got some extra items. So, let's go and get my stuff. So the art style in this is just fantastic. Everything animates really nicely. I like the little kind of skids you do as you stop, and enemies as you destroy them blow up in kind of interesting ways. Right, sword plus box equals broken box, so I need to get my sword first. So that's where the shield is. Let's see. Yeah, it's very self-aware. There we go. Got my sword. Okay, so let's go get the sword now. It's... Alright. So I'm ready to go on my adventure now. Let's just, smash everything up in this cave first. People keep the strangest things in barrels and boxes and vases. talk to a few people. Everyone's excited about your collector's exam. Am I ready to go? Yes, I am. So it just gives you an option right from the start whether you want to use a one-handed or two-handed weapon. I went with two-handed because that's generally what I prefer in games. When I equip one-handed sword and a shield, I just never use the shield. So I might as well use the two-handed. So there in the top right corner you can see preview. If I press right bumper, it equips it automatically. And that's a really good control scheme. So whenever you pick something up, that will pop up. It will ask you if you want to equip it straight away. Also showing you the stats and the difference between the two. And it just makes things go that little bit smoother. There we go, I've got a talking bag. Yeah, that's right, I'm a talking bag. Whoop-de-doo. It's a bit miserable. It's a bit sarcastic, this bag. But fun to have around, I guess. King of collecting, but all in good time. Okay, so as it says there, when you see this box, I'm giving you a hint. Pay attention to it. So I've got my two-handed stick equipped now. Oh, I do still have my shield available. Alright. Okay. So you can see what I'm picking up there in the bottom left hand corner, as well as the enemy's health in the bottom right. Feel a bit bad for attacking these rabbits, seeing as they don't attack you if you just leave them be, but you know, they have stuff and I get experience from them. So, you know, what am I going to do? Okay, if we go into the menu here, let's see, I'm not sure how much of this is opened up yet, but you got your equipment here. You got my items. You can equip different types of clothing. Oh. Okay, so I've got a skill point. So if I go here, separated into three sections, I've got combat, magic and support. Some of them aren't in the game yet. Let's see, in my playthrough of this, there were a few that I chose to kind of just stick with an upgrade rather than going for a range. But one I found, as I'm using two-handed, is this one, the Wall Slash. So let's use that. So upgrade. Yep. And as you can see in the top left-hand corner of my screen, it's automatically assigned itself to triangle. And you can change it here, and because I had it in B last time... Oh, hang on. I had it at B last time, and that's what I'm used to, so I'm just going to put it there anyway. Alright, so... I've got some angry eyebrows gear as well. On your equip page, you can see that you've got your armor slots at the top there. But you can also... Oh, and your hat and face gear, but you can also have different style for your hat and face gear. So if there's a specific stat that you want, you can equip it in your gear, but if that's not the hat you want to wear, you can put the one you do want in the style, and that's what shows. There we go, there's my new ability. So enemies respawn in certain areas. The system's actually very clever, so that as you're just going through it, they don't respawn too quickly. So meaning that you're not constantly being ambushed by enemies. But the longer you stay in an area and the more you kill, the faster they respawn. Which means it knows when you're specifically trying to grind to level up to get items and whatnot. And therefore it will spawn things quicker for you, so you're not just waiting around. As I said, if you're doing it just for the story at that time, it's not a problem and you can go through it without them just respawning too quickly. which I didn't appreciate until I finished the story and went to do some extra bits. So yeah, it was really. I thought that was really clever and a good balance between the two. Oh, I've leveled up again. So let me move on from this area. So let's equip a new thing. So I'm going to get some magic. So you've got air, earth, ice, and fire. I like this one. I only discovered this in the arcade mode. I didn't use it at all in the story, but I'm going to unlock it now. And it summons this little dude. He'll go and attack rabbits for you. There we go. So there's, if I go, where is it? Here we go, cards. Each enemy type has a card. And it's a rare drop. You'll get some, I got, I think, 2 relatively quickly in my playthrough, and then none others for the rest, maybe 1 more. And then it wasn't until I started grinding that I got more. But each card is specific to the enemy, and it just gives you a buff. Be it more damage, more health, more experience, more defense. But it's pretty cool. You've also got a codex of enemies. So these are all the enemies that are in the game so far. You've got trophies, which have their own rewards. Some give you cash, some experience, some hats. Right. And if I press the right bumper on the top right there, you can see my current quest. And if I had more than one at this time, I'd be able to cycle between them. So the interface is really good. It's really intuitive, and it makes cycling between everything just really easy. I'm being attacked. So my summon will stay with me until he dies. Okay. So you got fishing in the game as well? It's kind of pretty much everything you think of when you think of those old style RPGs is in this game. Oh. There you go. There's a cave up here. So there's... Not that I can actually get up there yet. There we go, I got some new shoes. So there's kind of secret caves hidden about the place. Most of them so far have these kind of moving block puzzles, which are relatively fun to do. They're not too challenging. I'll let my little dude take care of that guy. So those bees can be a pain because you've got to block them when they attack you so they fall to the ground, and then you can hit them. And they only attack from the left or the right. It would be really nice if I could get a card to show you what they look like. But I think it's probably going to be quite unlikely. Unless I'm really lucky. So the fighting took me a little bit of time to get used to. I got hit a lot, especially by those bees. But now I'm used to it. It just feels really comfy. It's good, easy to use. Oh, there's a chest over there. Oh, I think that was a bag of gold. Alright. We're businessmen, not bandits. 1 billion apples. That magic bag just likes to insult everyone that he encounters, be it friend or foe. Stalking bag, bro. Insolent mortals! I am a god before the likes of you. Alright, show them no mercy. Alright, let's Alright. Okay then, that was a little bit easier than I was anticipating. That brat is the one. He can't pass, even with the toll. Nobody's going to pay that toll. How could you even carry that many apples? Even in a magic... Well, probably my magic bag could. But, you know, not everyone has a magic bag. Right, now this is the proper boss fight. That summon's quite handy because the enemies just get distracted by it and just go for that instead of you. That felt a lot harder the first time I tried. I'll show you the arcade mode in a moment, and you fight some of the bosses in there. So I've defeated this boss many times. Alright, so I'm going to leave the story mode here. There's varied environments, there's quite a big town, there's mini games, there's those cards to collect, there's an awful lot, and the kind of only main dungeon or in this build is just fantastic. It's one of the best I've played in an RPG. And it's also quite surprising as well, given the game up until that point. So I highly recommend it. I don't want to spoil it for you. So I'm going to quit out of this. Hopefully it goes to the menu. Yes. So arcade mode turns Secrets of Grindea into a roguelike. It's also got... Oh, this entire game's got online co-op as well. Which I would show you, except my internet is dreadful at the moment, so, you know, I can't. Right, that'll do. So I've done this for a couple hours, I'd say. So I'm just going to ignore all that. So you'll recognise the layout of this pretty much immediately. So it's just defeats. It's just defeat every enemy in the area. Let's see. I'm going to go to my two-handed weapon. Yeah, so defeat every enemy in the area, then you can move on. Every level's got a boss. And it also grades you on how quickly you go through the room. Oh, I got a green slime card, so I can quickly show you what that looks like. There we go. So items and coins gravitate towards you at greater speed and range, making them easier to collect. In this mode you get cards a lot more often than the story, but that's just because of the nature of this mode. Right, it's a chest. Okay, so I've got a helmet. Alright. There we go. Did I go up a level before? Yes, I did. So I'm going to go and get my wall slash again. Okay. There we go. I'm glad it's this boss, because I didn't want to show a different one. So each of your special moves takes up energy, which is there, that purple bar. Oh, that wasn't very good, was it? Alright. So, the further you progress in that, the more you unlock. You kind of build up this area, and you've got missions as well for specific things to collect, or times to beat enemies, or whatever. And it's a really fun way to spend the time whilst waiting for the next update to come out, of which I have no idea when it's going to come out. I think this was $15, if I remember correctly. You can buy it on their website, you get a Steam key, and I very much recommend it. It's tremendous fun, and I had a blast playing through it. Alright, thanks for watching.